What? Oh, okay. Well, I can be salutatorian. I could be the king of the world. I'm still always going to forget one thing before I leave the house. So. All right. So the honor itself of being in these shoes right now surpasses what I could say in 3 sentences. Though, in regards to my environment now, I'm grateful for the honor of speaking to family, teachers, peers, audience, and fellow graduates. This moment will be one of my most glorious memories. The senior year graduates here are definitely loved and warmed by your presence as well. And the tender-hearted parents, attendees, must feel a light to know that their child has made it this far. Be encouraged that they have access to a greater good, since they have worked into the ceremony for the future to bring many wishes to light. Now to my family, friends, and affable peers. My success came out of the blue. I was actually in the dark as to know whether or not my hard work was being accounted for, but what I should have never done was doubt. All trees were once small seeds, and there is no wind not felt by leaves. With this hope, I became proud of, and well aware that my future in music and arts will be fulfilled. I will miss my days, these days specifically, of growing. High school at this point felt like an epic orchestrative song that lasted only 4 minutes, quite unfortunately. But I know that the song is replayed in my mind, but living in it made the stories. There was a time when I had difficulty focusing in class in the 9th grade. I would look at the whiteboard, which had a distinctive gloss wrapped around the bulges in the plastic, and I would make it move by moving my head around in circular motions. I didn't realize how distracted I was at the time. But even though I was distracted, and even though I was eventually called on with no answers in reserve, I learned a greater lesson. And that lesson was to have answers before the questions are asked. But then by wisdom itself, my life had changed. Between then and now, I put strenuous effort into being an A student, and most of the time I was. My stronghold had always been English and arts, but I was progressively better in the math classes, as I would soon be able to answer and then even later participate willingly. I would spend much time into the night writing reports so that I can make sure I would have something when I went into class, and would end up creating 5 pages more than I really needed to, with corrections, and still ace the assignment. Although there are people who have aided me in this developing path, and I would like to thank my teachers, who have instructed me to expand and lectured with passion that my knowledge would promise to grow. My grandmother, who willingly and cheerfully provides me with the pens and snacks that I needed to survive. My father, who had given much wisdom and exhortation to show my abilities and routes to goodness. And my mother, who would support my directions and allowed me to build bridges to my future with independence and bliss. It's amazing how I can see my high school becoming a step on a greater mountain. And I'm set in awe that I'm growing rights to the conversation about my day, the good old days. I can see adulthood descend upon me like feathers in the silver lining. And I can feel the responsibility of contributing to society as a strong member. And I can see a vast collection of individual graduates escalating to that same glory. Thank you.
And now our other salutatorian, Tori Whiteman.
Hey. actually finishing my speech just a couple minutes before we came up here. A couple people know that already. But, I came to Balboa City School in my sophomore year of